This is 3-4, two-step and multi-step inequalities. We're going to use the same processes we used for equals, for equations, and just have our inequality symbols change. So we have 45 plus 2b is greater than 61. I'm going to do the other thing first. That's a positive 45. Let's subtract 45. And I'm left with 2b is greater than, and 61 minus 45 is a 16. Now I get to divide by 2. I'm not dividing by a negative, so my inequality symbol stays the same. 16 divided by 2 is 8. Let's put it on a number line. So here's 0. Oops. Here's 8, and here's negative 8. I'm going to go to 8, and it's an open circle, and b is greater than it, so I shade to the right. Remember, follow the arrow. Here's b. 8 minus 3y is greater than or equal to 29. Let's do the other thing first, which is a positive 8. Inverse is negative 8. I'm left with negative 3y is greater than or equal to 29 minus 8 is 21. Now I'm going to divide by negative 3. I did divide by a negative. That's key. So now, before I even do anything, I'm going to switch my sign. And then I'm left with y is less than or equal to 21 divided by a negative 3. That's negative 7. Let's again put it on our number line. 0, negative 7, positive 7. I'm at negative 7, and I'm closed circle, and I am less than it. Here's c. X plus 5 in the numerator, negative 2 in the denominator, is greater than 3. This time the other thing is this denominator of negative 2. So I'm going to multiply both sides by negative 2. Now I multiplied by a negative. Before I do anything, I'm going to switch my inequality symbol. And now I'll simplify. Negative 2 divided by negative 2 is 1. That goes away. I just have my numerator left. X plus 5 is less than now. 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. Inverse of addition is subtraction. Let's subtract 5. This goes away. X is less than negative 6 minus 5 is a negative 11. Let's practice set builder notation. X such that x is less than negative 11. Here's example 2. Now we have things we need to simplify on the same side of the equation before we do anything else. So I see 2 minus negative 10. I can combine those constants, 2 plus 10. I'm left with 12 is greater than negative 4t. My variable's on the right, but that's okay. Let's divide by this negative 4. And I divided by a negative, so I'm going to change my symbol right now before I do anything else. 12 divided by negative 4 is negative 3. Negative 3 is less than t, which means t is greater than negative 3. Now I can use my arrows trick, and at negative 3, I am open, and I am greater than it. Here's another one. Negative 4 times 2 minus x is less than or equal to 8. You have a couple different options, but the best way to do this is to distribute that negative 4 to both numbers. So negative 4 times 2 is a negative 8, minus negative 4 times x is a negative 4. That becomes positive 4x. You could also think of it as negative 4 times negative x. Also gets you that positive 4x. Less than or equal to 8. Let's do the other thing first. Let's add 8 to both sides. 4x is less than or equal to 8 plus 8 is 16. Now I can divide by 4. I did not divide by a negative, so I'm okay with this. X is less than or equal to 4. Let's do set builder notation. X such that x is less than or equal to 4. Okay, now we've got these fractions. 2/3 f plus 1/2 is greater than negative 3. Let's subtract 1/2 to both sides. 2/3 f is greater than 1/3 minus 1/2. I need a common denominator. That gives me 2/6 minus 3/6. So that is a negative 1/6. Now I'm multiplying f by a fraction, so I can divide by a fraction the same as multiplying by the reciprocal, 3/2. This goes away. F is greater than negative 3/12. Simplified, f is greater than negative 1/4. Okay, it's your turn. Please do number 2, number 3, and number 9 in your book. And the answers, just go in the Google form, all your work on paper tomorrow. All right, everyone, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.